What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to be reviewing an overseas urethane ball, the 900 Global Vintage. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and down below in the description there's going to be a link where you can order anything bowling related. It's the best way to help support the channel. There's also going to be a link down below to my Discord as well as my Patreon. And then guys, if you guys like this jersey that I'm wearing or any of the jerseys in any of my videos, go to coolwig.com and use my promo code Napoles10. That'll get you 10% off your entire order. I appreciate how much you guys have been using that code. It means a ton to me. Okay, so the 900 Global Vintage. I have been wanting a 900 Global urethane ball in my bag because I am on staff for 900 Global, and the Booyah Pros are just way too expensive to find. So this one just came out pretty recently, and the overseas market absolutely had to have one. So let's talk about some of the tech behind it. So the Vintage features the reflector core that in 15 pounds has an RG of 2.51 and a max differential of 0.048. Again, that's in 15 pounds. And then wrapped around that core is the S26 urethane cover stock that comes out of box at a 1000 grit finish. And this is completely right out of box. I have not touched it. And then with the layout on it, I went with my typical urethane layout, which is 45 by 3 3/8 by 15. I go with a stronger pin to pap, so make sure that it hooks, and a lower valve angle to try to get it to hook a little bit down lane. And then for this video, we're not bowling on a fresh typical house shot because I don't love reviewing urethane balls on house shots. So for this video, we're doing it on the 2021 PBA Chameleon oil pattern, which is 39 feet, has 26 milliliters of oil, and it's just about 2.5 to 3 to 1. So it's relatively flat, way flatter than the typical house shot. And this is a pattern in which I would throw urethane. So guys, let me know down below in the comments what your favorite pattern is to throw urethane. And if you have a 900 Global Vintage, and if you think that this ball or a urethane ball should hit the market for the 900 Global brand, I really hope that this or something like this can come here stateside so that we can have a 900 Global exclusive urethane ball. So I'm gonna take you guys on the lanes now and get this review started. All right, first shot here on Chameleon with this 900 Global Vintage. All right, let me try that again. Move my eyes a little bit right here and see. I thought that was a really good shot. I also brought a pitch black with me that I'll compare it to this towards the end of the video. Good shot there. Oh, it hooked a lot. Wow, that hooked a ton. That last shot hooked a lot. This ball at least feels strong. So let's see, move in just a little bit here. All right, that last shot there looked really, really good. Let's see if I can repeat that here. Hook a lot. Yeah. So those last two shots especially, I thought looked really, really good. I kind of slowed down my speed with my feet a little bit, softened up my hand a little bit, and then all of a sudden it looked really good. Chameleon may not be the best pattern to throw urethane on, especially from what I'm seeing right now, but it's what's out there and it's what we're gonna use. And like I said, towards the end of this video, like maybe with like 10 shots to go, I'll throw a couple shots with the pitch black, which has been my go-to urethane ball. So it'll be interesting to see how it compares to something like this vintage. I suspect that this will be a little bit stronger because of the core. I'm not 100% sure on the cover stock differences between the vintage and the pitch black. So I'm gonna go back on the lanes and I'm gonna stay in that same zone because I think it looked really good. As long as I can keep that tempo nice and down, that's when it looks really good. So I'll see you guys on the lanes. All right, so like I just said, I'm gonna stay in that same spot because those last two shots looked really good. Missed in a little bit. Yeah, can't miss in. All right, let's get the ball going right off that shot because that last shot was in a little. Good shot. All right, that's much closer. Just a little bit more right, and I think we'll be really, really good. I like how early this ball is, but it still wants to shape a little bit. After this group, I'll move in a little bit and play a little bit more direct from in. Oh! Man, if I can get that kind of carry always, phew. Good shot. I know I'm supposed to be reviewing this ball, but this is really, really good practice for me to work on my slower footwork, follow through up, get this ball to hook. But I do like what I'm seeing. Like I said before, one of those shots, it's early, but it wants to like actually shape a little bit, not a lot. It's still a urethane ball. You're not gonna get a hockey stick shape. It's still one of the smoothest balls that I have. But compared to other urethanes, it really tries to shape a little bit. And like I said, it'll be interesting to see what happens when I put it next to that pitch black. Now, 10 shots in, do I think that this vintage is gonna overtake my pitch black? That's a very tough, very hard thing to say, just because of how consistent the pitch black has been for years, and the fact that this is only an overseas ball. But I do think I can find a slot in this ball in my extended tournament arsenal. Maybe even something like at Nationals where I can check in 8 balls. Maybe something like this may make the cut. I'm not 100% sure. But if I was bowling a local tournament, it's something short like Cheetah, Wolf, something like that, this would for sure be in the bag. So let's get back on the lanes. All right, so I'm gonna move in a little bit and just try to bump it down lane off out like 8, 9, 10 area down there. There. I'm gonna move back right like a board, but keep my target the same and see if I can get it to read a little sooner. There we go. Oh! All right, I'm gonna move right again a little bit, but maintaining, I think that same target down lane is good. Just wanna get it to be a little bit more flush. All right, that was definitely the right spot. Now we just repeat, repeat, repeat. Missed right, but it's gonna hook. Now I'm in the right spot. So now that I think I'm in the right spot, I just gotta repeat shots. That's the biggest thing here. So that's probably the best 5-bagger I've ever done. I kind of went light a couple shots there, moved my feet right, got into the right part of the lane, and it looked fantastic. I think, I haven't thrown any reactive balls on this lane, but I think if we were bowling for score, I'd probably be in this vintage. I think it looks pretty good as long as I execute shots. So I'm gonna throw 5 more shots with the vintage, and then I'll come back and talk about the pitch black a little bit, and then throw the pitch black on this lane. All right, like I said, it's all about repeating. If I can repeat good shots, this ball looks really good. There we go. That shot even got a little fast, and it's still red. So let's just be a little bit better here. Push. Come on. All right, now I'm starting to get real comfortable, but I still want to execute a good shot. Can't get too comfortable. Let's go. So when I'm in urethane, especially on a pattern like this, I definitely want to feel like I have area, and that's exactly what I'm feeling right now. All right, last shot here in the vintage before I get into that pitch black. Finish here on a good one. Hook. Oh, that hooked a lot. Wow, that hooked a lot. That last shot there was pretty big time. I missed right and it hooked super early. That's telling me that the urethane ball is doing its job. It's reading the front part of the lane. Now I'm gonna go back to that same spot with the pitch black just to see. I'm fairly comfortable now in this vintage from where I was playing. I mean, I had 9 out of 10 with that freaking Samstown 7. And then the first shot with the pitch black, kind of disregard it, because the first shot with urethane, this is a fresh coat of surface. The first shot always hooks a ton more than what it's really going to. So I'm gonna get back on the lanes with the pitch black, and I'm hoping that they're at least close. I am definitely hoping that it hooks less than the vintage, but we'll see. I'm gonna get back on the lanes now with the pitch black. All right, this is the first shot with the pitch black from the same spot I was just at with the vintage, at least to start. Okay, so it hooked a ton, but we knew that because of the surface. All right, so like I said, we knew that this one was gonna hook a lot because of the surface. Now this one should hook a considerable amount less. Yeah, considerable amount less. All right, so I'm gonna move like, I don't know, 3 or 4 right here because that hooked, that was a super, super flat 10. That's gonna be a good shot. Oh, dirty 9-pin with urethane. That was a really good shot. That 9-pin was freaking dirty. See if I can make a good shot here and actually carry. Jeez. All right, let's move right again, but the vintage is pretty strong when compared to this pitch black. There we go. Let's throw one more because I fell off. All right, like I said, let's throw one more because I fell off that shot. Wasn't my best. Let's make a really good one and then go back to the vintage. Like that. Good shot. So I definitely didn't think the pitch black looked bad. It's just a little too weak, I think, especially for what I'm bowling on. Like I said, if I was bowling on like cheetah or wolf, or maybe a pattern that had a little bit more friction to the right, I think the pitch black could look really good. But only based on what I'm bowling on right now, I think the vintage is better. It flares a little bit more, so it's gonna create less carry down, and it seems to shape a little bit more than the pitch black. Again, that's not me saying that the pitch black is better, but like I say, bowling balls are tools, and we have to use the right tool for the right job. And right now, at least, the right tool seems to be this vintage. But before I make any kind of judgment saying that which one is better than this, I think I'd like to throw the vintage a little bit more on a couple different patterns just to see. I mean, obviously the pitch black is one of the best urethane balls ever. All right, first shot back into the vintage. I'm gonna try to slow hook it a little bit just to see. I don't think it's gonna look great, but we're gonna see here. So that didn't look terrible. I just don't know if I can repeat that. Let's try that again here. Yeah, it's hard for me to stay that slow, that soft. So let's move back to where it was looking good before and see if it's still there. Good shot. Yeah, even though I missed right on that shot, the vintage is just giving me area that the pitch black just didn't give me. All right, last shot here in the vintage. Yeah, ending there, I tried to slow hook it a little bit. It looked okay when I kept it slow, but then when I kind of sped up a little bit, it doesn't look all that great. For me in my game, it's better if I stay a little bit straighter. And then that's the important thing, is knowing your game and where you're gonna put the ball in order to succeed. I think I did a pretty good job today at figuring out what part of the lane I needed to play with this vintage. When I started a little bit too straight, it didn't look all that great. I felt like if I missed right, I had nothing. If I missed left, I hooked a ton. A lot of over under, but then once I moved in and kind of kept it around that 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 area down lane is when it started to look really, really good. Like I said, I am gonna try to throw this ball a couple more times on a couple different patterns to see, but I think, like I said, if I was bowling a tournament where I thought where I think that urethane could be in play, it's definitely gonna be in the bag, 100%. It may not see the lane, but it'll definitely be with me in the bag. So let me know down below in the comments if you wish something like this would come stateside from that 900 Global brand, or if you think the pitch black and the UC3 is enough. I personally think that the Global brand needs a urethane ball. So guys, thank you so much for joining me in this video. I super appreciate it. Click right here to watch one of my other videos. Click right here to subscribe. Till next time.